Hey everyone, this is going to be just a quick video with minimal edits. Sorry, the production quality is not going to be that good because I just want to give my initial impressions because I just saw Gundam Seed a few hours ago. I tried to do a video right when I left the theater because I was like so excited and I really wanted to talk about it. So unfortunately, I couldn't because, well, I did take a video and I tried to kind of get this microphone to work outside, but unfortunately, it wasn't working with my iPhone too well. And then I tried to do another one outside, but just the audio and the wind wasn't that good. So my apologies. I have to say though, crazy movie. If you like Gundam Seed, you're gonna love this movie. I mean, it is just so Gundam Seed. It hits all the beats. The characters are all there. If you're a big fan of the series, in particular Seed, you're gonna love this one. The things I liked about it, well, let's see. The voice acting was top tier. Animation was okay. Has a little bit of that Seed same face. There were some bits that I felt were not low budget, but I was hoping they would go a little bit. I don't know. I thought it would feel a little bit higher budget. So I was a little bit disappointed with some points of animation. Overall, not too bad. Like I said, the characters were great. The story itself, it's very Seed. So it's a little bit convoluted. The action's kind of all over the place. And it does feel a little bit repetitive in some ways. There's a few points where it's like, okay, I think we've seen this before. But for a movie, it was pretty good. It wasn't that bad. I really liked the way the character development was handled. So this is a little bit of spoilers. Sorry, just want to give you a heads up. Kira, he was done better than I thought he was. I thought he was going to come in super soldier Jesus Yamato, but he didn't do that, actually. He had flaws, and they actually worked on his character a little bit in the story. And the same thing with characters like Shin. Luna Maria kind of takes a little bit of a back seat, which, it is what it is, but she's still there. She is still present, which is cool. Shin isn't this crazy hot-headed guy. He kind of goes from, he goes from, raging all the time in Seed Destiny to here he's trying to impress Kira and to be useful. And his struggle is, hey, why doesn't Kira trust me? He said he wanted to fight with me, and now we're not doing anything. That leads into this story that, at the end, Kira shoots Durandal at the end of Destiny. Guess what? Nothing's better, right? They thought, oh, this is gonna, almost naively, they thought, well, hey, this is just gonna make everything great. And this movie is kind of bringing them back to reality. Like, no, your resources are finite. You're not you're not these super soldiers that can just go around and disarming people. Like, there is war. There's serious consequences to that. And this movie does show that. It still does feel a little bit light at sometimes. They try to go for the emotional moments where it's like, ooh, but it kind of happens a lot to whereas it doesn't feel as shocking as they could have made it. Overall, the premise, again, it's very Seed-like, if you know what I mean. And there's only so much they could do, right, with these characters and these factions, right? There's Zaft, there's Orb, there's always Orb, and all these different, Eurasia and all this. And there's a new group, and Locus is the head of it, called Compass, and they're basically like the world, universe, whatever, police. And then there's another place now called Foundation. They're newly introduced. I thought their introduction was, it was cool. It was a cool premise. Again, I'm not going to say too much about it, but it utilizes Locus's character, and it actually kind of makes her character, it makes more sense. I'll put it that way, right? Before I just thought, what the hell? She's just a freaking pop star. Here, it's like, okay, I kind of get it now. And the same with Kira, too. Kira had great development, I thought. Yes, he does have that sort of savior complex, and it bites him back. Sort of. At least in the beginning, right? He's going around fighting everyone and thinking that, oh, I can just handle it. And it's taking a toll on him. Like I said, Kira wasn't how I thought he was going to be. Shin wasn't how I thought he was going to be. And Athrun was as cool as I was hoping he would be. He was awesome. I can't say too much about him. But man, oh man, if you are a fan of Athrun Zala, then you are going to love this movie, okay? Even Kaguli was pretty cool. Mula Flaga was awesome. Yes, like I said, it repeats a little bit of the Seed story beats from Seed and Seed Destiny. But there are a lot of callbacks, and there is a lot of cool references. And good music, too. Seed's music was never the problem. For me, it's always just been the story. And to me, they righted a lot of the wrongs, or at least they tied up some of the loose ends from Destiny, the sort of the character development ends, where had they not done this movie, I mean, Destiny's definitely not one of my favorite series, but this feels like, oh, okay, I'm glad they did this because now it contextualizes everything, and it's, if this is the end of Seed, then it's not a bad one. Maybe I'm just on post-movie hype. I'd have to give this, I have to give it an 8 just because of the spectacle. There was, like I said, there was a few, I don't want to say sloppy cuts and just some movie things like that kind of bothered me a little bit. Overall, as a Gundam movie, as an experience, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And if you like Gundam, you'll probably like this. If you love Seed, you're going to love this. If you don't like the show, the series, you're probably not going to like it. It's as simple as that. It's a movie made for the fans, though. I can tell they brought on new writers because it feels like it addresses so many gripes, at least that I had with Destiny. Maybe other people didn't have them. I don't know. But it just felt like, oh, wow, this movie was answering me. I know it's a very selfish thing to say, but it was just funny how it worked out, I guess. It was fun, though. Seed Freedom. Check it out. This is my my day one impression. I think I'm going to make a video that goes into this a little bit more in detail, so stay tuned for that. And thanks again for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.